Hi everyone, hope you're having a great day. It's Coeval here, and don't click away from this video because I am playing some random magical worm. Never heard of him, don't know who he is, but I don't know, should be an interesting game. I'm just kidding guys, this is Nikaray. He has not been active for, I don't know, months it seems. He's been AFK, you know, who knows, dealing with IRL stuff. Happens, but now he is back and I happen to be his first challenger. Someone told me he was searching, I was like, I'm gonna jump on that. So, it's a great game, and let's get it started. So right off the bat, I know that he has minion book, because he's got that little wolf familiar. And, you know, Nikaray's known to run these minion heavy books, swarm centered books, with swarm as a big win con. Of course it's one use now, but you know, it can still be threatening because he's very good at that micro play where he's able to summon the swarm and you're just not able to respond and kill it. And so he's running the minion book. I don't know exactly what his book is because he didn't use every single spell in this game, but you can kind of see what he has as the game progresses. So he starts with monarchs. I just mud them and we kind of exchange swarms. A good counter to egg off summon is to aura it or swarm it, because the egg will gain 10 health every turn, and it starts at 25. If it gets to 35, then you can hatch it, right? And if you can hatch it, then that's a free minion for the opponent, a little baby dragon that can fly around and, you know, hit stuff with the 50 damage melee. So he's trying to get up to the top there. If you hatch the baby dragon with less than 30 health, I think it is, or maybe 35, then it'll summon into this small dragon that just knows flash. So not too useful, but at this point he snow globes to free minions. It's a common kind of motif in minion book, and I was really struggling to come up with an idea here, like what should I do? I know he doesn't have a lot of mobility, and I know that he'll have to D-tower to free those minions, and I want him to D-tower because I'm running a mega totem book in this match. So if he D-towers, then I'm looking pretty good. But the problem is he doesn't want to, and he won't, right? Because he's running a minion book, so he's gonna wait, chill there, summon his minions. As long as I don't D-tower him, he can just keep summoning minions. Maybe free him out with the totem, you know. Here I had an option of, you know, extending some pebbles, then missing one of the pebbles, and then getting lusted, or maybe not. Maybe the Garg wouldn't be able to fit, but still, if I miss pebbles there, then it's not good. I want to keep his minions trapped. I just go with the safe play with the mud. And now I have 2 muds, 3 BFTPs. So he decides to flash out. He wants to kill his monarchs to get, or kill his one monarch, I guess. Yeah, to free up a minion slot. And I decide to just keep my distance. He's not going to want to D-tower, and just kind of wait and react to what he has to what he brings out. So I do exactly that. I know he's bringing out totem. One option I have here is to mega everything, kill the gargoyle, kill the totem, D-tower him, but I didn't really want to waste mega. I decided to just go close and up close here, up close and personal, and try to trap him with the Pegasus. Doesn't quite work, I don't think, but I do my best, and then I just bring out the pebble. And at this point, like, he doesn't have direct attacks, right? So I'm not sweating too much yet. I'm nervous, and I was in a Discord voice call with a few people, DX, Calais, who else? Tiger, and a few others, Ink, and they all were watching this game, and DX was like, the problem, Coeval, and he said it like that too, is that you get nervous, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'm nervous, it's Nikaray. But, you know, I decided to go a little aggro here, bring the pebbles out, because you don't want him to just chill in his tower, right? He can just summon a bunch of minions. And right now his minions are not very threatening. His Garg is useless, his Monarch is useless, his Dragon is useless. The only minion he has out that's actually any good is the Man Trap. So as you can see, I failed that Pegasus trap a little bit, but I don't know if he might have just been able to jump over the Pegasus if I brought it down, so don't think it was possible to trap him in there. He brings out the Entangle, which I think is okay, because as I said, I have Mega Boulder, so I can always just Mega Suicide if he gets close. And I decide to go aggro and bring out the Dark Knight. He does end up going to a flashable position, or at least he did. I think he moved. Yeah, he was like around here, around there, on that tree. But since I was tangled, I can't get over there. So I decided to summon the Dark Knight. He makes a good play. Again, you're going to see this if you play the minion book. They use Snow Globe to free the minions. And here, I think I can get some sort of 2-for-1 and try and kill the Gargoyle and detower him. So I try to position the Dark Knight so that I can get that. And unfortunately, it doesn't quite work. And then the Dark Knight just kind of gets absorbed into the center of the Gargoyle, and so they're just kind of sitting in there inside of each other, kind of weird. But I believe it has 31 health, the Gargoyle, and at this point I'm tangled, right? So he can bring out, it's turn 11, so he could bring out something like a Dark Knight, right? He chooses to resurrect a swarm. It's interesting that actually, you see, he was 4 out of 4, and so the only way that he could bring a minion out is by resurrecting it, and you can actually go over the minion cap with res. So really interesting. I decided to Mega Suicide here. Another option I had was Flash, but with this new update, I'm not too confident in the power of Flash. Even though I know that, like, you know, I'm hugging my opponent, it just seemed a little bit less reliable in my experience, so I decided not to go for the Flash. Yeah, just because, you know, it's just not really, like, too reliable. Last patch, I bet I would go for that, but Nikaray summons his Waterlord, and unfortunately, I think when he summoned it, maybe he thought that it was going to face to the left, and then I think if it's faced to the left, I don't know if that's flashable or not, but unfortunately it faces to the right, and because the Waterlord hitbox is so huge, like when he mounts it, he moves over to the left a bit, and obviously he's like several pixels above where he was because he's mounted on a huge Waterlord. And so, yeah, the positioning doesn't work out for him very well here. And I'm thinking that, man, this is actually flashable if I can get the positioning right. So I just prevent the movement of his Man Trap and adjust my positioning a little bit, and then I do an extend flash to knock him into the water. And then here I think, wait, I can actually do it again. I know that Flash was nerfed, but if you do have the extend angle there, then you can just flash him one more time, right? And so I do that, and he says, okay, I can't hop on that Waterlord anymore because he's just going to keep flashing me. And at this point I'm thinking, you know, can I jump this? Is it possible? And so I thought about that. I told everyone in voice chat, I was like, you know, I'm just going to go for it. DX was like, oh, you can just charge through with the Dark Knight, kill the minions, and then go Mega Boulder Suicide him the next turn. And then Tiger was like, no, just go for it, do the jump. And DX is like, oh, that's not going to work. I don't know, you know. And so I know, I'm pretty confident that if I were to jump from here, I would bounce on the Monarch, just from kind of visualizing this jump right here. But, you know, I'm thinking it through and I'm thinking, okay, can I just like move the Pegasus over just like a couple pixels? Just like, you know, how the minion can move just a little bit like there. You see how I moved it just a few pixels? You just turn the minion with F so that it's facing the opposite direction, so I face the Pegasus left, and then I press X, and then it just goes a few pixels. Or you could face the Pegasus right, and then press Z to move it just slightly to the left. And so then I decide to face my character left, and then make this jump, and boom, baby! Perfect! Perfect jump! And I get the Mega Boulder Suicide for the win, and then I met with a DX. Let's go, Coeval! Yeah! And then he's all, you know, oh, closing the rank 1 gap, this and that. And then I was like, oh, you should play him. And he's all, no, I'm not gonna play him because he's rusty, you know. And I'm like, what? Depriving us of content? Come on. It's like, I didn't take rust as an excuse. I was like, cool, I'll take on the challenge. And he does run a book that I think he's pretty comfortable with in the minion book. Nikaray loves his minions. You know, he's played full Arcane, the minion book, the Sanctuary books with Egg and Dark Knight and Swarm, you know, and all that good stuff. So, anyway, what a game. Able to nail that clutch jump at the end. Got 12 spectators in attendance. Remember this game ID. I'm going to frame this game ID. Frame this defeat screen on my wall. Well, his defeat screen. Frame this winning screen on my wall. You know, screen grab it, print it out. Get that shit laminated. You know, I need some fans to send me stuff after this win too, because I know DX got a mug. He had a fan send him a mug for season 13 tournament victory. So you see that I defeated Nikaray. Now I need some fans to send me shit. Anyway, not to give you guys any ideas, but hope you're having a great day. And what a game this was. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out.